Okay, so they've found another contract for, it's supposed to be medium, but it's only for 160 kilometers. 160 just there. So yeah, it'd pay for the launch, more than pay for the launch actually. So I'm going to accept it. So 160k, I can easily achieve that in 90 days. So I'm going to the VAB, I'm going to modify the trajectory of the rocket itself, adding the launching pad angle. So it covers as much of the, but I push as much energy into the lateral as possible while achieving a decent sort of altitude, and see if I can pick up any more signs. I'll go to the VAB. Okay, so 160 kilometers. But I want to achieve a little bit more. Well, not in altitude, but just shape the trajectory over slightly more, so it becomes lateral. It may also help with stability. Though I'm not sure. But it's worth a try. Same time, let's build it. Okay. 11 days, 1 hour, 14 minutes and 10 seconds. Let's head out. Okay. So at the launch pad, resource pal, full throttle, and sort of. I'd still like to know what the heck that is. What is that? It must be Venus, because the light side of the Earth is pointing towards the sun, so Mars would be on the dark side. Never mind. It's a nice day. There's the moon. Just there. Okay, so what I want to achieve is not just 160 kilometers, which isn't important. It just helps pay for the launches. What I like to do is try and sort of push this energy over this way. It's just so the launcher can actually enter a few more, or at least one more biome. Just a few more, I say a few more, in the sort of hopeful sort of chance it might achieve more than I thought. But one more biome is realistic. About here. I believe it's about here. Okay. So full throttle. Resource panel unlocked. So that's 3, 2, 1. Holy flip. Oh, it didn't. Magic. But when it go off prograde, it's even just slightly off prograde, it can actually cut down the actual power. It can push towards the actual prograde marker. half 15 kilometres and half a tank worth full. So that's half a tank left. 20k. Come on. 25. 30. 35. That's 40k. Still powered. 2k. Oh, just cut out before the tank was empty. Damn it. Yeah, they're just not reliable, these motors. So that's from 4 launches, only one of them has actually used up the full tank. Damn. That almost got to 2,000 meters a second. Oh, damn. Let's see what the trajectory was. Well, that's slightly further out, but not as much as I wanted it to be. 225. It's not bad. That's a good. So it looks like you actually achieve a better altitude by pushing it over. I suppose that's because of the curvature of the Earth. If you push that way, if you can get to about here, that's going to increase your altitude compared to what you would get if you went straight up this way. The same delta V would get you out here. So what's that? 160, obviously, not a problem, but at least it helps. It's more than the launcher cost. Far more. So they're still making money. Any signs to be had? No. Not yet, anyway. Let's accelerate to the actual... Whoa, 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 whoa. Too far. Okay. I'm gonna push it over slightly more. The other two will be a couple of notches over. Try and push more energy over to the lateral. Okay, let's go back to the Space Center. Okay, so I've got one contract, just taking it. That's for 240 kilometers. That's the last one, I promise, at least for now. So I'm going to concentrate on the next one. I'm going to concentrate on the launcher. That as far as I can, I'm going to push as much energy as I dare into lateral, so I can get to another biome. Okay, let's corrected this one. This is straight up now, so well, not exactly straight up, but as close to as I dare. So it's 11 hours, 39 minutes and 59 seconds. So I've lost about 9 hours, was it? Something like that. I think it's about 9 hours. Okay, go ahead and build this. Then go straight to the launch pad. Obviously you won't see the point where I need to sort of accelerate time, like I said before, to build it and then roll it out. So the next time you see this will be in the launch, on the actual launch pad. Okay. Dear me. Full throttle. So back to the launch pad. This is the last one I'll be doing, as far as sort of achieving altitude, for now at least. 240 kilometers. It should be able to achieve that pretty easily, but you never know. Any one single thing. That's the thing about using more than one sort of booster. One of them could give out, or could sort of shut down early. And this motor certainly could do. But that's a risk you take. Alright, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. So second stage ignited. Past. So that's halfway for tank. I'm at 15k again. And it's going slightly off prograde. But not a fantastic amount, not much. But it looks like what it does is it switches to orbital prograde. Will it reach 2 kilometers a second? If it doesn't cut out, it might do. Yes, it has. There we go. So that's 2 kilometers a second. But it's not giving me any achievement. Did I already get that? Did I get that already? No, I didn't. Oh, that's... What? I was well over 2. Oh god, of course. It means that it's not surface, not orbital. Damn. What a cheat. Damn. So I suppose I better leave it on that display, on the surface speed, which is that way. So that would probably sort of, although I'd only just managed to do that vertically, with a thinner atmosphere. If I push it over sort of laterally more, it'd be in a thicker atmosphere, which point won't achieve anything like as much velocity. No, never mind. Yeah, a lot more vertical. 257.496 kilometers. And I needed 240 kilometers. Okay, I'll take it. Let's hang around until it reached 240 kilometers. Then head back to the Space Center. Okay, 240 kilometers. 2,480 credits. No science or reputation, no. But, I think we've got science especially, I mean. Why can I not do that? There we go. It's got 31 science points still. And I've got tons and tons of money. But the thing is, what I want to try to achieve with this sort of playthrough, this session, well, not this session, but this playlist, I'm going to need a lot of money, because a lot of the things I need to develop won't have contracts as sort of supplied with them, so it's something I need to do myself. So I'm going to need a lot of money, plus the fact every tech node costs quite a lot of money to unlock, especially as you get further down the tech node, the tech trees. The tech tree itself increases in expense the further along you go. Alright, so let's head back to the Space Center overview. Okay, so back at the Space Center, and I'm going to do now, as I said I was going to do before, but we took the other contract for 130 kilometers. I'm going to lean the launcher over slightly, the launcher itself, try and put some energy into the lateral again, see how far I can actually get, and then I think I'm going to do a lower stage based on the V2 rocket, but a modified upper section of the V2 rocket tank, and mount the sounding rocket on top of that, because if I wait, yeah, I've still got 101 days left, as I'm just hanging around doing nothing at all, so I might as well take the time. There's a medium one. That's for 300 kilometers. 1600 plus 2600 on completion. Yeah, I'm not going to tell that just yet though. I'm going to the VAB and push this launcher over slightly, see how far I can get. Then I'm going to do the V2 for the lower section. I don't know, I'm going to leave the actual SRBs on the first stage. That is currently the first stage. I may just leave those in place, or I don't know, maybe they might weigh too much. So I went to the V8, I'm going to go to the VAB. Okay, so just going to modify the trajectory of this first, like I said. Then on next mission I'm going to do the V2 for the lower section. A little bit further. The danger if you push it over too far, it will just do that and go straight into the ground, won't get enough altitude now to even burn its fuel off. So I was wondering if the does the two, yeah, so we still got 2000 meters a second still to break. I don't think this one is going to actually achieve that, because it's going to be in the thicker part of the atmosphere for longer at least. So I'm just going to save that. So 11 days, 9 minutes, 20 seconds. Couldn't build that. Let's head back out. Right. For some reason you have to keep bringing up the KCT menu like that. For some reason, I don't know why. Let's recondition the launch pad. Hmm. 2 hours. It's a long time. Just for a tiny little sounding rocket. So it's going to be... what's this, late afternoon? Late afternoon, maybe. Judging by the light. Okay, let's go and launch it. Okay, just clear that. Just something I keep meaning to check. So I've got smokescreen linked up 40,000 maximum active particles. So obviously because the V2 earlier on in the previous video, previous mission, it's high in alcohol, ethanol 7.5 I believe. There's not much of a plume. Same as these, there's not much of a fantastic plume. When we get to sort of a kerosene and the other sort of more modern fuels, you'll notice there's a much thicker plume left behind. Especially with the dirtier SRBs. I just wanted to just check that. Just to make sure there's enough active particles. Right, let's check. I'll leave it like this, just so I can see exactly where it's going. I'm hoping to reach about here, because it goes quite high up to here. If I can push that out so it goes more laterally, hopefully it can go, you know, a lot further. Okay, so full throttle, there's no SAS again, just a sec, this telemetry unit. So 3, 2, 1. Tiny little bit of wobble on the pitch. Those SRBs will definitely try to sort of correct it, make it more vertical. Going off. That's not what it's doing though. Oh, just short of 2,000 meters a second. Just short as well. If it didn't keep going off prograde, it would have broken 2 kilometers a second there. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's a fair bit more lateral, but still pretty high. 231 kilometers. It's not. I want to get to about 100 kilometers at the most. So I need to go back and do that again. I want to try and get it, so I'm going to have to put it about between 50 and 60 degrees from the pitch. No. Okay, it's not waste time, I'm in space, I don't want it to come back down before, you know, 140 kilometers. It goes back below 140 kilometers, you can't actually leave it without cancelling the flight scene altogether and resetting the game back, so let's go back to the Space Centre. Okay, so I'm just going to push this over. I really do want to try and get it as flat as possible. I know what I said before, I was going to do the V2 stage. I'm going to do that. I want to see what this can actually perform. So if that was 231 kilometers, only knocked the actual height. The maximum height was about 254. So it's only brought it down by about 20 kilometers, if that. Let's try this. Yeah. Let's try that. Save it again. This time I'm just going to take it straight to the... It's going to take 10 days. Why is it going to take 10 days? That's weird. That's strange. Apply inventory. Oh, not much. A few minutes. I would have thought this is about sort of the angle that this clamps at. Well, I said an extra day for another clamp, but I wouldn't have thought a clamp would have been included. I mean, clamps are just there. Oh, never mind. Let's go ahead and build it. So I'll take it straight to the launch pad. So next time you see us, be at a launch pad rather than messing around, warping forward. Okay, let's go to the launch pad. Well, I'm not. I'm going to go and build this, roll it out, then go to the launch pad. Alright, so back at the launch pad. That's went over a lot further. Now, one or two things, about three things can happen here. Two of the things could cause failure. First possibility is it's a magnificent success and I get the lateral sort of energy that I need to go into another biome, which is highly unlikely with this sort of size machine. Two, it could be too shallow and it could just crash because it's not getting enough altitude before it will not be fuel. The third possibility is that the second stage doesn't ignite because of the low angle. It could cause sort of lateral energy to push the fuel over here. It's causing vapour in the fuel lines here. Even though there aren't actually any fuel lines in these, it's just a solid tube, pressurised, like a large cylinder. But you can still get G-forces pushing the fuel in the wrong direction. So I've got full throttle. Oh, right now, what? I'm going to go to the map. We'll leave it at this zoom level. So full throttle. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. It's critical, the timing between that first stage burning out and you being able to ignite the second stage. Because it's under a lot of G-forces while those SRBs are burning. Is coming down quite rapidly actually. But we should have gained enough altitude. Yeah, that's what's causing all the heating. Now I'm going slightly off prograde. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. It's going well off prograde. It's doing it all the time, even in the thickest part of the atmosphere. Yeah, it's pointing north. Sounds like it's trying to point north, like it's trying to go polar. Which is weird. That's definitely a lot of energy. Take a look at the map. Yeah, we know about those, that's fine. Just cancel those off. Yeah, not bad. But yeah, you can see it's tried going north. It's tried going up here. Although technically it's probably more in line with the equator than you actually can tell from this angle. Because the equator's like a big smiley face. The way we're looking at it, the Earth right now, it's like a big smiley face. Like that. Shooting up 2.90. Ooh, that's actually spot on. Exactly what I said earlier about the V2. V2 right, was under operational sort of use during World War II. Is 96 kilometres on average it reached. So that's on par with the V2. So if I keep it at that angle and add another section underneath, and replace the first stage with the V2 in the modified upper section. Like I said before earlier on in this playthrough, the very first of these missions, I actually broke the rule. You don't collect science unless you're actually contracted to do it, because a lot of times you can get a contract that requires you to recover science. If you've got enough science to recover, you're going to fail that contract every time you try and take it. That's if it requires a value. We've got plenty of scientific instruments to unlock. I mean, we've only just started. We've only got two basic. Well, the thermometer and the barometer, and that's it. And telemetry, and that's it. It's only two scientific instruments we've actually unlocked. I can't leave this scene because it hasn't gone up 240 kilometres. But that was, as you notice, it did cut down how much energy we reached. We only reached about, I think it's about 1500 metres a second. So that's cut. If that's the case, it's about 15% roughly of the energy that we would have had, because we're in the thickest part of the atmosphere. We didn't get very high. It wasn't too bad. So the longer you stay in the thickest part of the atmosphere, the less energy you have. Apparent energy, because obviously your energy is being used to push against the thicker part of the atmosphere. Which is why then if your launcher goes vertical for a while, but obviously we can't do that because we haven't got any guidance. Is this going to hit 2 kilometers a second on its way down? No, picking up friction. It may overheat and explode. To burn up just then, but it didn't. A little bit noisy for a split second here.